Well, hello everyone. Today I'd like to show you a material which you might find very useful in your model making. Um, Many of you, I would guess, like me, when you're looking for a putty, this stuff has been your sort of go-to for several years. It certainly was for mine. I've been probably using this since I was probably 12 years old. Know it very well. It does a job. But one of the issues with mini put is the mess. You get an absolute mess with using this stuff, whether you on your hands or gloves. It's not very forgiving in that respect. Particularly when you're mixing it together, it is very messy to use good old mini put. Does it have its applications? Absolutely. Still my go-to for certain things. But I was looking around, as I do, for anything else that maybe could either replace this or give me similar properties without the mess. And as luck would have it, I was looking around on the grease up store because obviously I have the UV putty, which many of you have bought on the store, just to see what else they got. If there was anything else that had sort of similar properties to mini put. And as luck would have it, they do. And I want to show you that today. Let me just reach over for these quite large large tins. What it is, they call it Maxx Putty. So it's basically a two-part resin putty, which you can use for various applications. I've been using this for say for a couple of months just to test it. So nothing goes on my store without a proper test from me. I'm not going to recommend to you guys anything unless I feel it's going to be useful. Let's get out of the box and I kind of show you what this is about. As I say, it comes in two quite large tins. Let me put the box down there. It's it's 150 grams in weight. So yeah, this you get a substantial amount in both of these tins. And literally, what it is a resin putty. Um, let me open both of these so I can show you what it looks like. As you can see, yeah, it is. You do get two parts. Um, what was that one? That's the hardener, and that's the actual resin itself. Let me put those down like that so I remember which is which. And the consistency is it's very clay-like. Yeah, if you push it, it obviously does give, but it is. It feels very clay-like, very much like mini put, but maybe stiffer. That's how I'd sort of describe it. But let me get a bit out of this jar, and you can kind of see how you can manipulate this stuff. As I say, you get a bit of a hardener of a similar volume, which is that about right? Let's have a look. Nope, get a bit more. Let's try bring a bit more of this stuff. So once it's similar volumes, it's just that it's literally just like mini put, just like a two-parter. Mash it all together. There are instructions recommend that you do this until you get a nice even beige color. Then you know it's completely mixed together. As I say, it's very clay-like. You can probably see on my fingers. There's little or no residue, which is what I like. There is something there. You can definitely feel something on your fingers, but you certainly don't get in the mess that you're getting with milliput and some of the other two-part resins, which I quite like. I wasn't expecting that to be such a positive, but it certainly is. It's great manipulating this stuff to get it ready for use. Um, as I say, there is something on your fingers, absolutely, but you can wipe that off quite easily. I keep lots of wipes in my on my bench. Um, the ones you use for cleaning, spectacles, glass cleaners, and just whiz one of those on my fingers, and they're clean. Um, Obviously, you could use gloves to do this, but I just want to show you this so you see on my fingers that there is little or no resin on there. There's nothing to really worry about it. So once that's a universal beige color, this then is basically manipulate. You can manipulate this stuff just as you would any kind of two-parter, like Miniput, for instance. Um, it has the same consistency. It's quite stiff. You can absolutely use this as if it was modeling clay. If you guys are doing sort of dioramas, any kind of scratch building, this is ideal. I think you can use this with a little bit of water as well. You can sort of thin this a little bit. Absolutely, you can do that. I think I saw that on the instructions. Um, Really, as you would with things like milliput. But the actual consistency is great. It really is. Um, Now this stuff you have some time before this goes off. If memory serves, let me just grab the instructions. Um, Yes, that's right. You get between 90 minutes and 120 minutes of working time before it cures, and this obviously cures at room temperature, and it goes completely hard in 24 hours. Um, but yeah, up to 2 hours before you have to worry about this sort of going off is great, particularly say if you're building dioramas, that kind of thing. Let me just put that down a sec, and I'll just put these lids back on because in good old Blue Peter fashion, I have one I prepared earlier on this sheet of acrylic. So these are the actual test pieces I did. You can see these go absolutely rock hard. They really do. Now they say you can do things like drilling them. So let's try that. So I've got my drill. Let me see if I can drill a hole in this material. And let's see how that actually performs. So let's have a look at that. Yeah, so that's you can drill this stuff very accurately. No problems at all with that. If that's the application you need for your models, yep, that's absolutely fine. That drills a very nice clean hole. I believe you can also sand this stuff. Let me get a metal sanding. Uh, just get a file and see how that performs when you're trying to sand this stuff. Let's see if I can get a flat surface on this one. Let's knock that off. Yep, that sands without any problems at all. Um, and of course, if you want to go even more, let's just try one of my grinding pens on say an edge. Yep, absolutely. That's yep, that grinds off without any problems at all. I've just ground a sort of fairly flat face on that side. So this material, once it's fully cured into the 24 hours, is absolutely rock hard, and then you can do what you like with the actual piece that you've made. I believe this stuff also takes paint without any problems. It also takes I think it's acrylic and any kind of solvent base as well. It really behaves quite like the UV putty. Once that's gone off, you can sand it, so you can drill it, you can paint it, anything you like. And I think this material is very similar, at least with those properties. But if you are looking for something that kind of replaces and mainly put to a degree, because if you get a bit fed up with the mess, um, this could be it. It's very interesting material. So they call it sort of Maxx Putty, and it is literally just a two-part resin. But I really do like the idea that you can manipulate this stuff, and it doesn't get you an absolute mess, which is a massive plus for me. So that is the Maxx Putty from Green Stuff World. That should be on the store as you watch this. As I always say, any questions and any queries about the material, do come back to me.